What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here for part 3 of our Las Vegas Raiders Madden 21 realistic rebuild. You know, part 3 of the fight. I know what you're thinking. The last time I started a video like this, I ended up saying, hey, I'm not doing rebuilds anymore. I'm going to do long, realistic rebuilds because much like Jalen Hurts becoming quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm looking to provide a spark to my YouTube channel. And boy, did that not work at all. But before I get into what I want to talk about here today, and I will say right now, it's not going to be me being depressed and complaining and being like, oh, no one's watching my stuff and all this and that, and I'm not making as much money as I should be, or other people. It's not that. But there are some stuff I want to talk about just in this format outside of the realm of Madden, and I'll be trying to be as short and sweet as possible. It's like my 10th time recording it. I think I have an idea of how I want to say what I want to say, but we're going to do what we call in the wrestling business a cheap pop. I did make an announcement on my Twitter this week. Happy announcement. And I've had a lot of people reach out. A lot of people in all the comments and likes and Discord. And I've had social media messages outside of that. And I just can't respond to every single person. So I'd rather just do it in one big thank you very much. But yeah, I'm excited. Very, very excited to add one more to the squad here. And I think it's like mid-January. I'll figure out if it's going to be a girl or a boy, and I'm sure I'll pass that information on to you guys. But for today's video, much as I got good things going on in my life, I've got a report card from YouTube that I literally cannot think about recording videos, think about Madden, think about football, until I just address this in an open forum, get it off my chest, open brainstorm, and let you guys know what I'm going to do about it. So what's been on my mind is I got this report card that confirms some of the issues that I've been having with YouTube as of late. The top one is the most depressing, is that my YouTube recommendations are down 45%. And I don't expect you guys to care about that. That's very much a me issue. But I have had, you guys remember Machinima? Yeah, those people, Machinima, they tell me with their experts, you have a channel of 140,000 subs. You need to be getting this amount of click-through. You should be getting in the recommended box. If you're not, you need to be getting 500 comments and 2,500 likes on every single video. That is what you should do for your channel. I'm like 700 likes. I'm nowhere near that, bud. You don't know what I'm going through right now. And they show me like, here's recommended Madden content that you should create. It's like that clickbait garbage. That I wouldn't feel any better making that content than I would right now trying a bunch of different things, trying to light a spark for my channel and not achieving it. Either way, I'm still stuck at a spot where I'm not happy really with what I'm doing. I'm not happy with the performance of what everything's going on, and I feel like I'm running into a wall. I don't want to ever compromise to try to save my channel. Like, my channel's not dying. I'm worried. There's always that fear of the unknown. That's like, you see some of those huge Call of Duty channels, right? The channels that were popping off in like 2010. And then you look at them now. They got like 600,000-700,000 subs because they built that reputation. But now they're just like, they barely get any views. It's not a thriving community. And there's always that fear that like, oh my God, am I the Jersey Shore of Madden channels right now? I peaked and it's never going to be good again. Or do I just trust that like, all right, Madden 21's a down year and maybe Madden 22 will be better? I don't know. And I just worry that may start seeping into my content. So I want to make this video just kind of throw it all out there that a lot of what's bothering me is out of my control. I think I don't want to pander for likes and comments and all this engagements and shit. And they say it's working, but it is what it is. And the biggest thing that I'm going to wrap up, because I don't want this, like every time I've recorded, it's been 10 minutes. I just want it to be a little quick 5-minute what's going on kind of video, is I'm in this mindset right now where I make a video thinking like, all right, is this going to be the video that's going to like, all right, this video is going to get, in the top 10 YouTube search, it's going to get 40, 50,000 views, and I'm going to slowly start working my way back. And I have that idea and that thought process every time I make all these different random videos. Like, I don't want you guys thinking I'm a bipolar and I'm starting 15 different series, but I'm just trying different things. I'm looking at inspiration from other Madden, other NCAA, a lot of 2K. I'm looking at what 2K's doing and see if I can take some of that and put it into Madden. And it's not been working, and it's very frustrating. It's very underwhelming. And when you're in a frustrated, underwhelmed state, I hope it's not reflected in my content when I'm making stuff. But in case it is, this is kind of what's going on. And it's frustrating. And I think, what's going forward for my channel, especially going towards the new year, is I'm not doing that anymore. One thing for sure is that when I make my Eagles franchise, I don't ever think firsthand, like, how can I make this get more clicks? How can I, get some clickbaits, and how many views am I going to get? I'm playing it as an Eagle fan. The Eagles suck, and I want to kind of rebuild them, and then I'm uploading it to the internet. And those videos aren't doing amazing. They're not doing bad. They're doing like average, which is pretty damn good for Madden 21, all things considered. But I have no problem with that because it's just kind of what I want to do. But all these other videos trying to catch that spark, I don't know, it's not working. And just, it's demoralizing, I suppose. And I don't want that to come off as, why aren't you guys watching? This is my plea. You guys need to watch my stuff. It's just, I don't know. I feel like there is a lot of YouTube working against it, and there's a lot of Madden 21 fatigue from you guys that are watching. You just don't, you're not into it anymore. But what I am going to do is, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the realistic rebuild. I don't know. But what I do want to do, my plan right now, my framework of my channel from end of this year to next year, is like there's going to be football content's doing well. My mock draft that I upload in December is easily the best video I've done by a long shot. My Eagles videos that I do every single week are consistent. People like watching them. Eagles obviously are a must-talk team right now in the NFL, so I'm going to stick with that. Eagles franchise, I enjoy doing it. I think it's only going to get better once we get to the offseason, once I can kind of manipulate the team in my own mind. That's staying. But for rebuilds, a lot of people have been asking, when are you doing flashbacks? When's flashbacks coming back? When's all this stuff coming back? And, you know, there comes a point in time where I'm at a point in my channel right now that I don't want to do repetitive content. You look at my channel, you look at any other Madden channel. The content is incredibly repetitive every single year. It's just a different Madden title. The rebuilds are the exact same. All these other different things are the exact same. It's just, you know, tips and tricks, how to scout. It's all the exact same. And if I did flashback pinks, I feel like while people want to see it, I'm probably going to get burned out like 10 episodes in, because then it's just going to be like, oh, this is exactly what I did this time last year in Madden 20, and like so on and so forth. And it's the same thing. So what I am thinking is for rebuilds, I want to go into this with a sense of optimism. Like, oh my God, this might get a bunch of people that haven't watched my stuff to click it back. This might get recommended in YouTube, a bunch more eyes on my channel, because this is a rebuild that no one's doing. But it still also just might peak at like 10, 12, 15, 20,000 views. And I feel like it's a series that I won't think about that. I'll think about just making a video, and it is what it is. Flashback rebuilds, I got a starting spot that I can download where I start in the 2009 season, so the 2010 draft. 10 years, good, nice number, nice round number, to 2020, which is this current season. One long 10-year rebuild video. I have no idea if it's going to be 2 5-year videos. I don't know if I'm going to even help to just make one video a year in like 10, 15-minute chop-ups. I have no idea. But the plan is it's going to be flashback rebuilds. We're going to start in the 2009-2010 season, so a lot of people will be a lot more familiar with those players than, say, in the old flashback rebuilds we started in 2002. Half the people that are probably watching that weren't even born then. So it's going to be a lot more relatable players. And what I want to do in the draft classes is, most times in the flashback rebuilds, the draft classes have been done in hindsight. Like, busts aren't really good, and the late round gems are very, very good. It could be interesting to just take the drafts as they were, like legitimate first round 2010, like 2010 NFL draft. So the 2010 NFL draft, in previous draft classes, you know, we got Sam Bradford went first overall. And in hindsight, Sam Bradford would probably be, what, like a 72 normal? Well, when he was coming out of Oklahoma, he had like 60 touchdowns. So, like, if this was Sam Bradford as a rookie getting drafted, you're getting a guy that's like 77 with at least a star dev, right? So I feel like that's the approach that I want to have, is I want to have none of the hindsight draft classes. I want to go into it being like, hey, I'm going to draft Sam Bradford the first round, and I might have a brand new franchise quarterback. Same with like all the other busts and all the other actual good players. It's got to be the same. So I feel like that might be a little bit of a different experience, but flashback is where I have fun, and I'm just going to go back to where I have fun. But I want to lay it all out there saying, you know, it's obvious. It's obvious when you see a channel that has 140,000 subs, one of the bigger franchise channels on YouTube, struggling to the levels that mine are, that, you know, there's issues. And I want to lay out what's going on forward, what's been happening with my content. And I don't know. I feel like I need to do this for me. More importantly, be like, all right, it's out there. I can move on now. That's 2021. Big year for me. On and off of YouTube. We'll be fine, I think. So thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow will be the off season for the Philadelphia Eagles on Christmas Eve. Excited for that. Friday on Christmas, I'm going to have my mock draft 3.0. Saturday will be the first episode of these flashback rebuilds, which hopefully we can get a little bit of hype for, and you guys will check it out. And then obviously Sunday we'll touch base about the Eagles and Dallas game. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Peace out.